Hello there. Welcome to Herrera On Hollywood. My name is Steven Herrera. We talk about Blu-rays and DVDs here. I have a podcast of the same name. Today I'm going to talk about this Blu-ray disc from Mill Creek Entertainment. It's a double feature that gives you two films on one disc. The first film is When a Stranger Calls, and the second is Happy Birthday to Me. When a Stranger Calls is from 1979, and it features Carol Kane as a babysitter who is harassed by these annoying phone calls from this crazed maniac who whispers threats into the telephone. After a long buildup of tension and feelings of suspense, a police detective shows up and saves the day. That detective is played by Charles Durning, and the maniac is played by Tony Beckley, and this was actually his final film role. 7 years later in the story, Carol Kane's character is now a wife and a mother, and she is once again harassed by this same maniac over the telephone. Now she's a little bit older, a little bit more prepared to deal with a confrontation, and she's able to face off with this maniac at the end of the film. I like When a Stranger Calls. It's a little bit slow at the beginning, but once again it relies on that buildup of tension and feelings of suspense to create the sense of terror from the viewer. Happy Birthday to Me is the second film. It's from 1981. And I like it better than Friday the 13th. There were a lot of slasher films that were made during that era to capitalize on the popularity of slashers, and I think that this is one of the better entries in the genre. It's about a girl who survives a traumatic event, and her friends at school start getting killed off one by one. She begins to wonder whether she will be the next victim of the killer, or whether in fact she is the killer, because she has these gaps in her memory and she doesn't remember what happened to her in her past. This film features the feature film debut of the actress Tracy Bregman, who is known for her role on the soap opera The Young and the Restless. I really like the story. I like the acting. The acting is good, and I like the characters. The other thing that's great about Happy Birthday to Me is the surprise ending. You really don't expect the ending. The outcome of the film is something that you did not see coming, and that's one of the things I really like about the story. Let me show you the inside of the box. The Blu-ray disc is black colored. At the top of it, it gives you the title, When a Stranger Calls, and then at the bottom, Happy Birthday to Me, and it's got the Mill Creek logo at the bottom. I want to read you the back of the box. When a Stranger Calls, 97 minutes, Charles Durning, Carol Kane, Colleen Dewhurst, Tony Beckley, Rachel Roberts, Ron O'Neill. A terrified young babysitter, an incessantly ringing phone, and whispered threats set the stage for one of the most suspenseful thrillers ever filmed. Carol Kane stars as the babysitter who is tormented by a series of ominous phone calls until a compulsive cop, Charles Durning, is brought on the scene to apprehend the psychotic killer. 7 years later, however, the nightmare begins again when the madman returns to mercilessly haunt Kane, now a wife and mother. No longer a naive girl, though still terrified, but prepared, she moves boldly to thwart the maniac's attack in scenes that culminate in a nerve-shattering conclusion. When a Stranger Calls is 1:8:5 to 1 anamorphic widescreen. Happy Birthday to Me, 111 minutes. Melissa Sue Anderson, Glenn Ford, Lawrence Dane, Sharon Acker, Frances Hyland, Tracy Bregman, Lisa Langlois. Get ready for a taut mystery shocker that will keep you at your wits' end and at the edge of your seat. Popular high school senior Virginia Wainwright, Melissa Sue Anderson, survives a freak accident but suffers from memory loss and traumatic blackouts. As she attempts to resume a normal life, something terrible is happening. Her friends are ruthlessly murdered one by one. Will she be the next victim, or is she the killer? The terrifying truth is finally uncovered at Virginia's 18th birthday party, and you're invited. Also 1:8:5:1 anamorphic widescreen. I think this Blu-ray disc is a great value if you want to pick it up. It gives you 2 classic horror films on one disc, but there are no special features. It's just the 2 films. If you like Happy Birthday to Me, however, there is a special edition Blu-ray disc available from Kino Lorber, and that one does have special features. I know it has an interview with actress Tracy Bregman, so if you're a fan of Happy Birthday to Me, you may want to pick up the special edition Blu-ray disc from Kino Lorber. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening, and talk to you soon. Bye.